Prisons are supposed to keep dangerous people away from the rest of us. That's the idea, at least. But in one facility, hidden behind layers of concrete and razor wire, the most dangerous thing isn't the inmates. It's what happens to the people hired to guard them. This is the story of a prison that doesn't just hold prisoners, it reshapes its guards. And once you enter, you don't leave the same. At first, the job looks normal: a paycheck, a uniform, a sense of order in a chaotic world. Most guards arrive believing they're here to keep the peace, to enforce rules, to go home at the end of the day and live normal lives. But within weeks, something changes. Not because of violence, not because of riots, because of training. New guards are taught more than procedures. They're taught a mindset. Instructors repeat the same message again and again. In here, everyone is lying. Everyone is dangerous. Everyone is trying to manipulate you. Trust becomes weakness. Empathy becomes a liability. Psychologists call this us versus them conditioning. Inside this prison, it's survival. Guards learn to suppress emotion, to never show hesitation, to respond to disrespect with force, not because it's required, but because it's expected. And slowly, the walls don't just surround the inmates, they close in on the guards too. One former officer described it like this: "At work, I was trained to see monsters. At home, I started seeing threats." The prison didn't turn off when his shift ended. Inside the facility, guards are evaluated constantly, not just on performance, but on loyalty. Those who question orders are labeled soft. Those who report abuse are quietly transferred, or pushed out. So most stay silent, and silence becomes policy. What makes this prison different isn't brutality alone, it's self-replication. Veteran guards train the new ones. They pass down habits, shortcuts, and punishments that were never written in any manual. The system teaches itself. Over time, unofficial rules replace official ones. Small acts of cruelty become normal, then routine, then invisible. A door slammed harder than necessary, a meal delayed, a medical request ignored. Each act is small enough to justify. Together, they become something else entirely. Experts say environments like this create moral drift, where people slowly cross lines they never thought they would. No single moment feels wrong enough to stop, until it's too late. One guard remembered the first time he laughed at an inmate's suffering. He said that moment terrified him more than any riot ever did, because that's when he realized the prison wasn't training guards to control prisoners. It was training guards to become part of the machine. And the machine doesn't care who you are. Studies show correctional officers suffer from PTSD at rates similar to combat veterans. Divorce rates are high. Substance abuse is common. Many guards leave after a few years, burned out, angry, hollow. Others stay, and the longer they stay, the harder it becomes to remember who they were before. In interviews, former inmates often describe guards as cold, distant, mechanical, but former guards describe something else. They describe fear, fear of losing authority, fear of being seen as weak, fear of becoming the next target, not from inmates, but from coworkers. In this prison, power isn't just enforced downward, it's enforced sideways and upward. The most unsettling part is that nothing here is technically illegal. The policies exist, the oversight exists, on paper, but culture is stronger than policy, and culture is learned through repetition. This prison doesn't need to break rules to create cruelty, it just needs time. By the end of their careers, some guards can't sleep without lights on. Some can't sit with their backs to doors. Some avoid crowds entirely. They were trained to control chaos. Instead, chaos followed them home. The prison remains standing. New guards arrive. Veterans train them. And the cycle continues. Because the most effective prisons aren't the ones with the highest walls. They're the ones that convince everyone inside, guards included, that this is just the way things have to be. And once you believe that, the prison never